Hi, Poppy Yeager here with This Day in History. January 27th, 1945, the Soviet Army liberated Auschwitz. Auschwitz was a concentration camp in Poland during the Holocaust, World War II. There were over 300 prison barracks. There were 4 bathhouses, which was the code word for where people would go to be gassed and killed. It is where Joseph Mengele, the doctor who did experiments on people, worked. It was an absolute atrocity. It was terrible. The conditions were deplorable. People were being killed. When the Soviets got there, they were heading towards Auschwitz, and the Nazis realized their game was up. So trying to mask what they were doing and hide the extent of it, they went on a killing spree. They started murdering people in hospital beds. They started trying to blow up the crematorias. But they couldn't. They could not hide what they were doing. When the Soviets got there, they found almost 700 corpses. And there were around 7,000 survivors that they were able to liberate. Also, there were storage rooms filled with hundreds of thousands of suits and dresses, demonstrating how many people passed through Auschwitz, how many lost their lives there. This is a reminder of what can happen when a leader convinces an entire population that one group of people does not deserve the same thing as everybody else. We have reached a point in the United States where some of us are incredibly concerned. The government, the ICE officers, are starting to round up immigrants. I don't know if it's going to get to the same extent that the Holocaust did, but right now, our president has done a remarkable job of convincing a good portion of Americans that illegal immigrants, people who aren't here on visas, they're somehow subhuman. And that is awful. In a town near where I live, it was reported that ICE officers walked into a hospital, into the ER, started demanding identification, and people who couldn't present proper identification were rounded up out of their hospital beds. Today, January 7th, 1945, Auschwitz was liberated. It is a reminder, again, of how cruel humans can be and what will happen if we do not stand up to evil, if we do not put a stop to it, if we allow the government to continue doing what they're doing, even though it is unethical and immoral.